Hi, my name is Florian. Some people know me as Mr. 10 Minutes, and I'm in the Philippines at Blue Freedom Week, teaching people to hold their breath for longer and longer amount of time. Hi, I'm Florian, I'm 36 years old and I'm the world champion in static apnea. My career started in freediving about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I started doing all the classic freediving courses, then training myself to dive slowly deeper and deeper. And I started to find it more interesting to develop breath hold. And instead of diving deeper, diving quite shallow, 10, 20, 30 meters, but increasing the time and comfort I can spend in those depths. For fun dives, for spearfishing, for exploring the ocean. And I thought it was more interesting, and that started to be what I specialize in now. Mostly we'll talk specifically about how to train for static apnea and how to train for bottom time if you like spearfishing, as I like to call it, the variation of static apnea. So when you go 10, 20 meters deep and you want to have enough time to take a video, to take photo, or if you're at the bottom of a pool, deep pool, in static you can breathe more than tidal breathing. So the breathing for static is chest only and a bit deeper. No dizziness, we learned this in beginner course. Yeah. No tingling, no cerebral vasoconstriction, tingling, peripheral vasoconstriction, none of that. So it's not hyper. I call this tidal plus. So just more than your tidal breathing. To have a longer breath hold, there's a lot of components, but if I have to think about the two best tips right now, one, never push your breath hold. Don't push yourself to maximum performance very often. You need to stay in the 50% to 80% of your capacity and to work on the volume of breath holds every week. The volume of breath hold is more important than the intensity of breath hold. Second one, I would say, if you're interested in performance, it's taking a long time. So hire a coach that will make things so much simpler. So if you're a competitive person and you want to improve fast, you're going to do a lot of mistakes along the way. And you're going to do exercises that are not really beneficial for your progress, and you waste your time a little bit. If you have a coach, then they already know what's the fastest way from point A to point B, and for sure it's going to be an investment, but you're going to save a lot of time. So this class is about talking about advanced stretching technique. So you probably have seen those techniques on video. So there is 3 main techniques. One called packing, which is this. So that put more air into the lungs than the natural full inhale. Then you have reverse packing, which is like the movement of the mouth but the other way. So I do a full exhale, I cannot exhale anymore, and then magic, more air come out. And then the last one, most famous one, is vacuuming the belly. So you can see this in freediving, in yoga. They call this Undiana Bandha for people who Bandha is like a lock. And it's actually a technique from yoga that's been adapted to freediving. So it is this. Okay. So all those techniques, they have different benefits. They make your rib cage bigger and your lungs bigger. If you do them 20 minutes every day for 1 year, you will see that your chest start to look bigger. When you inhale, it just like expand more. So more oxygen reserve, which is good in every freediving discipline. Inflating the ball is working out the inhalation and exhalation muscle. So breathing, you have your diaphragm, you have your intercostal, and then you have your scalene muscle, the V-shaped muscle in the neck. You can, if you take a strong inhale and touch your neck, you can feel them tensing here. Okay, so diaphragm is the biggest one, intercostal second, and neck third. And then there's many other smaller accessory muscles for breathing also, but they represent almost nothing out of the inhalation. And then the exhalation is intercostal. We have 2 different types, internal and external intercostal. The intercostal is between your ribs. So you have a set of intercostal to expand the rib cage and a set of intercostal to compress the rib cage. Abdominal muscle, so the abs compress also the belly. So those are the 2 main ones for exhalation. And also, if you touch your belly when you exhale, you will feel that your abs start to tense. I just deflate the balloon, re-inflate the balloon, and take another pause, which is the same as the number 1 but on the side. There is a balloon here, so I'll describe what I'm doing. And then before the next pause, deflate, inflate, and take the other pause on the other side. Same pause on the other side. Until it's a little bit uncomfortable. So it can be 10 seconds, can be 1-2 minutes, really depends your breath hold capacity. And even more advanced is adding the packing. So full inhale, and hold. So the adjustment of the position up and down, and also forward and back. And same thing, so beginners, full inhale, full exhale. don't know if you can notice, but after 3 breaths, maybe you hear on the sound I'm making, but it's getting slightly longer and longer. Okay? And level 2 is the breath hold, full inhale hold. Level 3 is the hold with the packing. So for some of the stretching, the one I'm going to show you, I actually do 10-15 minutes of skipping rope or running or walking very fast to start sweating, and then I start the stretch afterwards. Whatever. So this one also use a gym ball, and I use weights like the diving weights. Inhale, butterfly movement, and then inhale, full inhale hold, and exhale. So butterfly, same as the gym, with a hold in the middle on full inhale. And then I do the same with pullover, the pullover gym movement. And this is also helping a lot to increase the size of your chest. So this is inhale, full long hold, inhale, full long hold. We'll do it together. If you're flexible, you add the packing on top. Exercise 2, this one is not obvious, is like pranayama, the fire breath from yoga. And this would be for the same reason as inflating the balloon. Work out the breathing muscle. Doing this instead of the balloon, yeah. Exercise 3, full inhale, hold your breath, arms rotation. Exercise 4, stomach pull. And then it just starts again. So the advantage of that routine compared to the other one is that you're rotating the arms and working also on the mobility for the shoulders, for dynamic and for this position. So, but why we're doing those arm rotation, and you will see there's not only the one I show on the video, is because we realize swimmers develop naturally large lungs by just inhaling and exhaling with arm rotation. So they're doing the freestyle, and then that rotates the arms, and during rotation of the arms, and that just stretch the rib cage over time. And they do backstroke, so would be like this, yeah. So same thing, other way rotation. They do the butterfly, they do the breaststroke. So people start to realize that arms rotation combined with inhalation and exhalation will grow the size of the rib cage slightly, but the flexibility or how much you can expand or compress your rib cage high. Many different arms rotation. We only watch the first one. They are all inspired by this swimming technique, and there's one. This has become the classic stretching of one education system. It's time to resume your training. Lunch after. So what I would like you to do is spread around the pool, 1 meter from each other, and place yourself like at corner of the wall. You can sit on your knees and do the breathing relaxation like without the snorkel. So no one breathe with the snorkel face down. We're breathing face up out of the pool. Then we're gonna start with 3 breath holds, one very easy, one medium, and one a bit more than medium. The static competition way. So No one should push 100%. 3 minutes of breathing starting now. Thanks for joining me at the Blue Freedom Week, featured by Mr. 10 Minutes, and I hope you had a lot of fun in the Philippines. See you for the next event.